Brainiacs! Ho, 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 ho. Yeah. Wow. Wow, wow. Just me and you. Just me and you. Looking up in here. What are you guys thinking? What's going on? Look at this. Do you guys see this chaos? What full disclosure might look like. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I'm not just talking about... Oh, by the way, welcome to the Matrix Minds. If you've never been here, sit back, open your mind, and hopefully you're not going to be some academiologist that has got a degree, a list of degrees from my elbow all the way to my fingertips, and you ain't going to question any of it. Ain't going to question any of this. I got into a debate. It's funny. I share this with you before we get going. I got into like a little pissing match with a guy. I'm from Harvard, and I don't agree with this. There's nothing to back it up. Nothing physical, nothing real tangible. I'm like, oh, well, you don't even question where it was that you got your degree. You don't question the system at all. At all. This is the thing. Everything's got to be, to these people, everything has got to be tangible. Everything has got to be absolute real. Everything's got to be, right? But yet, I almost guarantee you, that somewhere, somebody can find this man in a church pew, throwing $20, $30 in maybe the plate. Because, he's that kind of a scholar. He works at that kind of a place. He can afford that. It's what I don't get about these people. I don't understand these people. These are like some of the highest paid, highest education in the world, but yet they cannot see, or they might be able to see. They are refusing to accept. Maybe, I don't know. Just don't know. But the rabbit hole we're going to go down tonight, my friends, let me tell you what. From UFOs to the financial system to everything. I mean, we're going to go into religion. We're going to go into the financial system. We're going to go into every aspect of it. I'm going to talk about it with you. Besides that, I'm going to have an open line so you guys can just jump through the description of the show. And if you want to participate, throw your 2 cents in on this conversation. I would indeed like that. I would love that. I would love to hear your perception of disclosure. What do you think? What do you think would happen? Because I personally, after doing some digging with my Antarctica whistleblower and a DARPA agent by the name of Mr. Duncan, oh my God. Let's just say that if we did get ultimate full disclosure, oh my God, say goodbye Atlantis, because you would have nations fighting nations, blowing shit up, chaotic. We would have planes falling out of the air. I guarantee you, it has almost gotten to the point in this matrix where disclosure of the full capacity of what we are, who we are, what's going on, why they're doing what they're doing, who's doing it. It would be a blame game. Bam! Hit that nuke button, they say. Bam! Fuck it, just kill them all, they say. Man, absolute complete chaos. Brainiacs, if you are an open-minded thinker, stay with me. Let's do some digging down a rabbit hole I call full disclosure issues, because that is indeed, my friends, what I believe would happen. Welcome to the Matrix.
What do you say, Brainiacs? You guys ready? It's time Showtime, brains. That's right. It's Matrix time. And it's go time. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's go.
Crank it up, Brainiacs. Humans.
Talk about ufology, conspiracy, controversy, and anything and everything that we can get into tonight. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Get up, Brandon. Yeah. It's definitely your show. Your show, and we appreciate you for being here. Buckle up, everybody. Aboard.
Yeah, Brainiacs. No doubt about it. Welcome aboard, my friends. Let's just do a fast switch versus the slow switch. Yeah, look, man, here's what I want to tell you, okay? There is, I want to share with you. I did a little bit to this screen to edit it a little bit because it is, I do believe that this specific screen right here is a copyrighted screen I left the guy's name right here in the corner. Right there. Dink, dink, dink. Right there. But nevertheless, I see this screen as a perfect example. In fact, let me go to, I want to show you. I want to show you just how badass this screen truly is. Okay. Let me go there and get the damn number. I'm going to get the numbers out in front of the way here. Right there. Show you. Look at this. Just look at this screen. Look at this screen. Okay. You tell me if we are truly ready for full disclosure. Okay. Now I say that based upon what I'm looking at. Looking at cities being bombed, planes coming down in the background. What could cause let's think about this, okay? Well, let's think about this for real. What could actually cause this? Instability of what we refer to as a secure system. That is exactly what would cause that. Let me find where in the hell you guys are at. There you are. That's exactly what would happen. Okay. In my eyes, that is exactly what would happen if we got full disclosure. Now, again, I don't know if hello rubber boots. Oh my God, that's funny, Andy. I don't know if, let me get this face out of the way. What the hell, man? I wasn't prepared for you guys at all, was I? Just rebuild this screen a little bit. But listen, here's the kicker, okay? Are we really ready for full disclosure? I don't believe we are, okay? I believe personally that it needs to happen slowly. I believe that we have got to bring, because here's the thing. Again, you heard me mention in the beginning that the financial system would collapse. We're already watching that happen. We're already literally watching the financial system collapse. Federal Reserve is about as federal as this show. Okay? It's not. We are watching the illusion of the District of Criminals lose their shit. Okay? Oh, the Democrats are cheating again. No. Okay. Trump gonna swoop in to save the day. Man, get the fuck out of here. Everybody is in on this. Okay. I don't believe in them for the life of me that they don't somehow know what the other hand is doing. I truly cannot fathom after what, you know what, again, you heard me throw around the name Mr. Duncan, okay, Robert Duncan, who is a whistleblower for DARPA, or just of DARPA. I watched this man's interview, and I'm going to tell you what, I reached out to the podcaster to see, as well as I reached out to Mr. Duncan. I would love to, with Eric, Eric Hecker, I would love to sit down with Eric and talk to Mr. Duncan, because again, this man works for DARPA, or did, and knowing and watching this interview, I can't help but asking where this interviewer just like popped up, and all of a sudden he's got like 170,000 subscribers on YouTube. And he's like interviewing people like, Duncan and some of the top whistleblowers, blah, blah, blah. And he's not getting censored at all. And that alone, let me tell you, that right there alone makes me scratch my head saying, okay, is it me? Is it me? Is it the name of the broadcast? Is it y'all? There's something not right here. Okay? I already know that the West Coast shows are jealous as hell over this little broadcast. And again, this broadcast is solely funded off of your back. Okay, and anything that I can do around the house here, because it takes a while to get shit together to bring to you. That's why your guys' donations ungodly support the broadcast. Not funded by big money at all. And to watch this guy. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to show you. You know me. I'm going to show this. I'm going to share this with you. Okay. Oh, and I don't usually do this at all. Hang on. I need to shut this guy up. I've done shut him up. Hang on. There we go. I'm going to share this with you because, there you go. Right there. So mind you, the screen's going to change for a second. All right, there we go. Where are we going? Right. I'm going to close. I'm going to close this down, and I'm going to bring up another screen. Just hang tight. Bear with me. I want you guys to see this. I want you to see this podcast. If you subscribe to it, go right ahead. I frankly don't. It's all right. I don't care. I just want you to primarily see what's going on in front of my face, in front of your face, because I don't know. I'm so my bad. Holy shit! Check this out. Let me bring this to your attention. Because again, I think that you need to see it. So just 1 second. Let me get there. There we go. Bingo. All right. So I'm going to share with you. This right here. Okay. Because there's a broadcast. There's a podcast that I sent a question, which I doubt this dude will reach back. I frankly don't give a shit if it reaches back or not. Okay, so take a look at this. Again, this is a YouTube. Let me get my glasses here. Make sure you guys can see what I'm saying. All right, here we go. So the name of this podcast is the Concrete Podcast. Okay, 519,000 subscribers. See that? 519. Now, I'm going to also go over with you some of his videos. Okay? Again, I don't normally do this. This is the video that I want you guys to watch right here. The Concrete Podcast, episode 160. Harvard scientist exposes CIA mind control weapons still being used today. We're talking old school MK Ultra, right? But here's the kicker. Okay? I'm going through this guy's podcast here, and we got, what the hell? Billy Carson. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Okay, keep going. Billy Carson. And we got all kinds of other. Robin Hansen. We've got whistleblowers. We've got CIA agents, DARPA guys. CIA guy, 25-year vet. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm trying to, I guess, wrap my head around, formulate as to I guess I can say what the hell is going on. I just lost you guys again. What the fuck is going on? Where are you at? There we go. Need to take this straight up. What the hell? Okay, so yeah. I don't seem to get it how these individuals, okay, can like just pop up out of the woodwork, okay, and start doing broadcasts. This guy's got 100 and, what is it, how many videos? Is it 140? This is 140 videos. I've been doing this, no joke, for around 12 years and had over 500 videos on the last YouTube channel. I couldn't get above 3,000 subscribers. Constantly kept getting my face smacked, hand smacked. Oh, don't be going into that territory. Can't be talking about that. Can't be. By the way, I'm building this screen so you guys can call me, and then we're gonna get right down into what the full disclosure is gonna be. Okay. But anyway, I'm primarily ranting. Okay. Here's the kicker. Let's make no mistake. You and I can't do that. This is where it really bothers me. It really bothers me that whenever we talk about disclosure, UFOs, how deep does the rabbit hole really go when it comes to the pyramids? What the fuck are they? What the fuck are they? Truly, in my reality, I question everything, man. No joke. No joke. In this video, I almost, you know what, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. I'm going to promote this fella's show because this is how bad I want you guys to watch this specific show. It is 2 hours long. You guys have been with me for that long. I'm going to drop what I'm talking about in the chat on the Matrix Minds chat. Okay, that's what I'm doing right this minute. Harvard scientist exposes the CIA mind control weapons. You need to watch this broadcast. Okay, because then you'll go into and understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay, question everything. You guys have got to question everything. Look at this. There's 38 people up in here. Holy shit, only 38, right? This specific Facebook page has 45,000 people following it. The Black Sheep, 30,000 people following it. How come there's only 38 people up in here? You tell me that. Whenever going to that dude's, let's go back, okay? I want to show you something. I'm going to show you just how fucked up our Matrix is. And I'm talking about yours as well. I'm not kidding. Let's go right back to this specific podcast. Right there it is. Okay. This one is the one I'm talking about. The Harvard scientist exposes CIA mind control. I want you to see this. This thing was dropped 6 days ago with 112,000 views on YouTube. Do you see that? Yeah. And if you go down in the comments section, you'll see, I'm just saying, you will definitely see where, okay, where well, somewhere. What the hell? I commented on this dude's shit, and I'm like, yo, bro, you and I need to somehow collaborate because we need to unify. We need to unify and get. I'm not saying I want. If this, put it this way, if this fucker is backed by big money, me and Eric will let you know. Okay, this kind of stuff doesn't happen. Okay, I'm just telling you what I feel in my heart. I'm telling you what I'm feeling in my own bones. Okay. The problem I've got with the West Coast shows, okay, because you'll scroll down through this dude's videos and you'll see Billy Carson, you'll see some CIA guys, Robert, whatever the hell his name was, or not. No, I'm not talking about Mr. Duncan. I'm talking about the CIA whistleblower that was on. I can't even think of it. I can't even think. Anyway, nevertheless, listen. If you or I were to do this, bad Julie, you can't be sharing that. Bad Christine, you can't be sharing that. I think you got 30 days in jail, 30 days in Facebook jail. Oh, fuck. Matt's been sharing that again. Delete his account. Our Facebook page had 3,000 followers, over 500 fucking videos talking about the same disclosure stuff that this dude has. And yet he's got 500,000 followers. He's allowed to talk about disclosure, allowed to do all of this shit. Right? Do you see where I'm going? So here's what I'm saying. When maybe these people are put in my matrix. Maybe they're put in your matrix to piss you off. I don't know. All I'm saying is if I were to do that, I'd definitely get the smackdown. God forbid we can't talk about that. Can't talk about it. You guys can't even fucking comment in the chat here without getting kicked out. Do you see what I'm saying? So, disclosure, you're wondering what West Coast shows. All right, I'm talking about Billy Church. I'm sorry, Billy. Jimmy Church, which is called Fade to Black. Okay. Him and his Rita, I'll just say Rita, run that show. No audio, video can be replicated, duplicated on this planet or exoplanet, Jimmy Church. But mind you, I can take you to this dude's channel and show you that the way he interviews people has changed. It is an absolute fucking duplicate to the Matrix. Absolute duplicate. Now, mind you, this is the same son of a bitch that friended me on Facebook, followed me for 2 weeks, and I'm like, I noticed his show changing. And next thing, look at, I know I may be critiquing, but look at the little live button below me. Let me just show you my fucking life. Okay. I know you guys don't, some of you can stay in here. Trust me, I'm not a happy camper. Number one, because of the disclosure thing. And number two, of what I'm actually sharing with you. Okay. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to go up here and say, fade to black. Right here. Okay. So I'm going to show you this guy right here. Right. There you go. 111,000 subscribers. Oh, love that number. 111. There you go. 1,822 videos. So he's got a large collection of shit. Right. But let me just show you what I mean by duplicate. Okay. all I'm going to do, if you bust my ass, Jimmy, for sharing this, I don't know what to say other than I'm going to share one thing, and that is the setup of the stream. Look at this. All right. So we got little alien out here. Oh, I mean, let me move my live button over here. Right there. See what I'm saying? Do you guys see this? Right? Only thing this fucker is missing is what? What do you think he's missing out of this setup, this little setup here? What do you think he's missing? Because I can tell you what he's missing. Shit. He is missing one thing. Let me go ahead and tell you. He's missing the chat, right? He's missing the chat. Jimmy! Sorry, bro, about 1,000 shows ahead of you, Jimmy. Add the chat. Add the chat, fucker. Add the chat. Because here's the thing. I truly believe that this guy is paid big bucks to tell a bunch of bullshit, and it's just getting the masses involved. He's telling them exactly. It's like saying, how do you like your coffee? How do you like your coffee? Do you like it with cream? Not enough cream. Add more cream. And he just ramps up the shit, right? Just ramps it up. By the way, check this out. Meanwhile, the drama thing, right? I'm gonna go up here and go bam, do that real quick. Don't want to see that. No offense. But here, you guys watch. Did you see that? I'm no longer taking anybody's shit. I'm no longer going to put up with, oh, I'm a friend, but yet kind of like, oh, well, I don't want the drama, and they just do away with me. That ain't going to happen anymore. Ain't going to happen anymore. This dude is tired of people, places, things being in my world, and you guys should too. Because there are some two-faced people in your world. Truly, there are. Okay, that are right in your susceptible area. I am all for getting this fucking matrix exposed. Okay, what I'm talking about is slowly just doing this slowly, because fully. If we were to do this fully, oh my God. Again, you would have countries fighting countries, pointing the finger at who did what. I'm no longer going to tolerate the shit from people, especially people, okay? Whenever it comes to like the scholar, that this little epidemiologist guy that was too educated to talk to my belittled little ass, as well as you, he wouldn't tolerate you either. Okay, this is a guy from the University of da da da. Couldn't even sink down to your level to understand what you're trying to say to him. Brainiac, let me ask you. Can you talk to these people? You can't. They have got such a closed mind, they can't even see past their own fucking nose. And I wonder how they do what they do how they do it, how do these people function? Because here's the thing, they don't like change. They don't like change to the point where, oh my God, like a lot like the church scenario I just told you. They'll go to church. They'll be putting their $20, $30 in the till. Okay, they'll believe in a higher power. They'll believe in ghosts. They'll believe in all of this shit. But the moment that you try to tell them anything remotely about UFOs, the CIA or the NSA or any of them people are like watching them on their phones. Right? They're any kind of bring. I literally brought to this guy I'm talking about the same show I dropped in this chat. Do you know the response was, oh, I'm not going to have you respond to, hey, yeah, check out this video. Look, dude, then I have no idea why I wasted my breath on you. Go bury your head in the fucking sand, because none of these guys in the chat, I don't care, none of you can get anything across people like that. I can't. Y'all want to work at it, go right ahead. But it's like it's almost as if the disclosure train has left the station, and these people are so far behind. Fuck it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not kidding. That is where we are at in our world. That is indeed where we are at. It's like they're like they Kristen, right. He's like, fuck yeah. Yeah, indeed. Take the double barrel and just like, don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time. Okay? You guys should also be, I'm telling you right now, listen to what I'm about to tell you, and it should ring really, really clear here. I will agree to disagree with you. Did you hear me? I will agree to disagree with you. Don't defriend me saying, well, I'm not part of the drama. I don't want to fucking deal with the drama. I am a person, again, that will agree to disagree with you. Call the show. I give you every bit of opportunity. Please, 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 please call the show. Express to me. Talk to me. You guys are the ones that pay these bills. Okay? We all do. This is not Matt's platform. This is Kristen Martin's platform and everybody else's platform. I hope to God this is who I just banned from the page calling the show. I truly do. No joke, but it's not. I don't believe it. If it is, that would be really, really interesting. But we'll see. Here, hang on one second. Let's just do this. But nevertheless, let's do this. Oh, area code 470. Recording started. Welcome to the Matrix Minds. What's up? Hello.
What up, Matt?
Hey, what's up, Kennedy?
Hey, buddy, you're in good company when you're talking about academia shutting you down and all. You know who Graham Hancock is.
Right? I do. Of course.
Randall Carlson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, them guys are brilliant. They're both brilliant.
They're
and they won't.
They are.
Go ahead.
I said, yes, they are absolutely brilliant minds. But let me tell you what, Kenny, they won't be on this show. They will not be on this show. Not that I won't have them here, but probably because I don't have the money to pay them, and they're probably under an NDA or a non-disclosure agreement. But yet, hey, they're all about whistleblowing. They're all about exposing this, exposing that. But hey, I signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't come on your show, Matt. Sorry. Man, get the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying?
They more likely than not, they're big enough now where they do have enough exposure, even though they've tried to shut them down, where, they're suppressing you, and they know they're suppressing you. Because as you just said, this other guy's got, 100,000 followers or 200,000 followers.
500, bro. 500.
They're gonna go
500,000, Kenny.
Right.
500.
Yeah. They're going to go hit the Joe Rogan types, the ones who have millions,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Randall Carlson on Joe Rogan, so I know he'll go on Joe Rogan. Have you ever seen his work on the ancient math and the flood and all that?
Yeah, he goes into mud flood and Tartaria, right?
Yeah, he talks about how the Stonehenge has the same math in it as the pyramids, and all of that math comes from the planet itself, and it's just there's no way any of that would even be possible without an outside influence. We're talking a space influence.
Well,
so, yeah.
Let me ask you, what because of the topic, disclosure does not mean just a corrupt system. Okay? It mean disclosure to me, Kenny, Disclosure would be
I know how you feel about it,
bro. If we literally went full tilt, full disclosure, it would bring absolute fucking chaos to this world. Absolute chaos. We would have religions collapse. We would have financial institutions go under. We would have countries fighting countries. Everybody pointing the finger when guess what? It may not even be from this world and which created all of this chaos. Do you see what I mean?
That's right. Well, you know that I've had my clean water and energy post suppressed.
Yes.
And they've removed that from my saves, personal saves. Just last week, they removed 2 or 3 posts that I've made about what's going on right now and how it all ties together. And it's because I lay it out so perfectly that any idiot could see it. And they do not want it. Ooh, they do not want it spoken about at all. What they've just done, you know.
Speaking of that, let's talk. You talking about free, clean? I'm sorry. You talking about clean water? Let's talk about that for a second, okay? If people really knew the depth of what happened at Fukushima, I'm talking like full news. If we really got full disclosure on Fukushima alone, as well as the deep sea horizon bullshit from BP, what do you think would happen?
Chernobyl, deep sea,
all of it. What do you think about that?
3 Mile Island. I believe that's one of the reasons that, and I can't understand why they would go adding 5G to everything, other than they really do want to depopulate, because you know they just spent $490 million on radiation medicine, and at $1,160 per dose, that's only 2.5 million doses. So they're not buying it for Americans, and I don't know if they're buying it to protect themselves from their own 5G, or they're buying it because they really think they're going to, you know, tip off a nuclear war. I mean, I can see them going to the Antarctic, to the underground layers, and you know, where they got the world seed banks and all the DNA's all categorized and what have you. And you know, the same time they bought all that medicine, the radiation medicine, at the same time they did that, they started that program for I know you know about the mammoth program, where they want to, you know, bring a mammoth back.
Oh yeah,
a frozen mammoth. Yeah. And you know, think about that. If they were planning on a nuclear winter, and they wanted to bring back a mammoth, then that would tell them, if they could do it, that would tell them that they could bring back any frozen mammal.
What makes you think they haven't already did that, bro?
That's how crazy and insane they are.
I believe they have. I truly do. I believe that they have. We've seen the movie. I don't know if you have or not, but I know I have seen the movie, The Island of Dr. Moreau. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I have.
Where this crazy ass bastard makes chimeras, right?
Yeah, they're doing that already, right?
Oh yeah. They love messing with. They love messing with these things.
Half human, half pig.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing it for, you know, they say for organ sales, but really they're just twisted. These people are. I mean, I hate to say it, I believe they're Satanists. I mean, I just believe that. I believe that some of these people that are running the world are actual Satanists. That's what they are.
I don't know how.
Well, you know.
I don't know. I can honestly tell you, I'm looking at you in the camera. I'm wringing my hands. I'm going, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is what you hear me preach to you every week, dude. The matrix I'm in, I can see it collapsing. I can definitely see the shit show coming to an end. But problem is what the topic is of tonight, the disclosure of it. Because full disclosure, dude, I don't think that we could absolutely handle full disclosure, or we would have another calamity like Lemuria, calamity like Atlantis. All of these civilizations or cultures and shit, dude, we would kill one another. Literally. because they did it. They all did it. I mean,
Right.
me, you.
That's what Graham Hancock talks about, is the 1,000 years. Everybody, how they think it or they talk. The academia goes back 7,000 years or so, but in reality, these other cultures that are underlying, and we've talked about this before, in the monolithic structures, how they have stones that they even today don't have anything that can move stuff around. Truthfully, though, that whole technology that did that had to have been prior to, even the floods, if you would. So it's there, 18,000 years, between 12 and 18,000 years ago. Randall Carlson talks about the flood and how he lays it out very well. You can see it plain as the nose on your face, the stuff that he talks about and shows you. So there was a big flood. That's worldwide. Every culture has that in their history of their, stories, if you will, that go back. So it definitely happened. There was some sort of flood. And it's funny because there almost always is a story that goes with that. It's like a Noah's Ark type story where there must have been very, very few humans that even survived it. And those people were kind of held up like the heroes of the day, if you will. But it goes even further back beyond that. My point is there was even a time before that where something happened as well. And who knows what technology they had at that time. I know you've seen the giant skulls and that sort of stuff. And they talked to, I don't know who it was. I'm trying to think of who it was. It's one of the, like Christopher Columbus crew or one of them, that they ran across a skull that was so big. They said and I've talked about this with you before, where they put the sword into the eye of it.
And it didn't even touch
the way to the hand guard.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even touch the back of the skull, right?
But Kenny, we ain't allowed to, that's something else that comes up missing, bro. We ain't allowed to really talk about that. They say, if you find something like that, first people to call is government authority. And once you call that, well, guess what? Your property is done, bought, paid for, and probably shut down the entire block. You see?
Yeah, that's right.
The Smithsonian comes right on in there, takes all your shit.
I know for a fact that when people are doing construction jobs and what have you, when they run into stuff, that's the last thing they want to do is go call anybody. Because, you say you're digging out, you're going to put in a strip mall or something, and you're leveling out some ground or what have you. If you run into something like that, it's just going to screw your whole project up. Everybody wants to work, they don't. So I know that there are people who would say to hell with it and do the right thing, but there's a lot of people that would just cover it all up.
Bernadine in the chat says we've got to have full disclosure. Again, I don't disagree with you, sweetheart, but the problem is the calamity and the existential we bring chaos. Full disclosure just dumped on humanity would
they're already dripping.
Oh man,
but they're already dripping it out, Matt.
Well, dripping it's one thing.
I don't think that it would be as calamity as you think it would be. To be honest with you, I really don't.
But here, let me.
I know. I mean, I heard you say that religions would collapse and all. I can tell you, my personal belief system wouldn't go anywhere because you know how I believe about what I believe, and I honestly think that God's done it over and over again with different deities all through history that we're talking about, and it's not something that would affect the way I believe. So I don't know how other people feel about it, but that's how I feel about it. But here's the thing: it's got to be teeming with life. It has to.
No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. But Kenny, here's the difference: you are
visitations or time traveling, or whether they're interdimensional traveling, or there's a lot of different things that could be going on.
Kenny, so, you are an out of box.
Everybody's going to say.
Kenny, let me talk to you too. Okay, you are an out of box thinking Christian. Okay, but yet here's the thing: out of box thinking Christian. How many of them do you know that are not, that will absolutely take what I say to you and just think about it, process it, and don't just shun me, but take it home and literally think about it. How many do you know?
Yeah, I understand.
Because I don't really know. I'm telling you, bro, I don't really know too many.
There really aren't. Yeah, there really aren't that many people. Honestly, there's really not. And of course, the people are also they're scared of what they don't understand. I mean, you know, it can be. I can tell you from the near death experience and all. It can be terrifying. Same time, it's liberating because, what you talk about astral projection and stuff like that. There's stuff about that I think goes way back in history as well. Some people are more susceptible to it, and I think that it's just the way we're wired. Everybody has a gift in life, whether it be like you said, that out of the box thinking is one of your gifts, and I have that as well. Critical logical thinking ability, I have that in spades. I just have a lot of it. I don't know why, but I always have. And to the point where sometimes you're thinking, like, why did they not get this?
They just don't, man.
I mean,
that goes back to what I said. That goes back to what I said, Kenny. They cannot see past their own nose, okay? These are the people that I got, like I said, I got into an argument with a dude today, and he's like, well, I unfollowed you and I've unfriended you. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Good for you. You made, you know what? Here's the thing. Good for you. Good for you, Michael, because going over into my turf, into this side of the pool, you'll drown, dude. Clearly he will drown.
It's funny because people sometimes their paradigm just cannot be tested at all. They're stuck in cognitive dissonance, and a lot of that's pre-programmed. It's not even real. It's something that's been placed in everybody. But
let's go down that hole, okay? Because Kenny, that right there, what you just said, and what comment that AJ just dropped into the chat. So she's like, MK Ultra programming. Let's just take this to full disclosure.
Yeah.
Okay. What if? Now this is scary. What if myself? What if, Kenny? I am nobody but somebody digitally created for you as entertainment. You're buying into it. You're interacting with me. Okay, and we may argue from time to time. Okay, I tell you I love you. I tell you, and I do. But again, what if I'm just literally a hologram on the other end of the spectrum? What if your family isn't truly your family? It's just a hologram, a reality based upon what you think that you see. Dude.
There's so many different things, Matt. You can go down that rabbit hole all day. And I'll give you an example. An ant will raise an aphid. And what do? They bring it into their nest and their network, and they feed it and they farm it. So even an ant will farm something. I mean, it is more likely that we are pre-programmed doozers for another species than what most people would perceive reality to be. If there is an ability to travel across the cosmos.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's possible, then it's more likely that we've been pre-programmed, DNA engineered to do what we do, and we don't, just like a deer will bang its horns together and it ruts and does its thing. It's genetically programmed to do that. It doesn't even know what it's doing. It's just doing what it's genetically programmed to do. And that is actually, in reality, if traveling the cosmos is possible, then that's more likely than what most people perceive reality to be. Just that itself, just that one thing.
Let me ask you,
thousands of things like that.
Let me ask you something, okay? Let me ask you something, and I really want a valid answer, okay? Because this is based upon what you are talking about, okay? Ready? A dog that has never ever seen another dog, how does it know how to bark?
Yeah, that's genetic. It's programmed into it. A dog's going to do what a dog does, and people are going to do what people do, and a bird's going to do what a bird does. And I don't know why anybody would ever believe in the Darwinian thing where species jump species. They do not. There's no fossil record of that whatsoever.
Okay.
Do species sometimes adapt? And I'll give you an example on the Galapagos Islands, or say the Hawaiian Islands, when a certain bird blew onto the Hawaiian Islands, and because Hawaii is very volcanic, they could see in the fossil record where that one bird that blew onto that island developed all kinds of little different things, like a long skinny beak and a short fat beak, and for the different niches of the island. So it will adapt, but it doesn't jump species. It's still a bird. They don't have any fossil record of anything jumping species. So when you see these shows, and I know they're great to watch, people, what's the one where they go to Mars and the guy's stuck there, and they find some building there that's the ants or some other civilization left behind, and the one guy goes off in it and the rest of them go home. But that whole little thing where it shows, they planted the seed on Earth, and then over millions of years it grew, and they show it coming out of the primordial soup, and then it adapts and adapts and adapts. That's bull.
Get a load of this, right? Because I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask Bernadette, or I'm sorry, Bernadine, a question in the chat. She says, "Truth shall set many free." What is the truth? What is the truth? She says, "Truth shall set many free." Bernadine, call me. Call the show. Let's talk about this. Right below me. Call me. Let's talk about what the truth really is. Let's talk about that.
That's kind of the very problem right there, Matt. Is everybody has their own truth.
That's right.
So
that's absolutely
what's true
correct.
to me is not true to you. I respect your belief system. Whatever you want to be. Hey, it's your rodeo. Your life is your life. Your free will is your free will. You believe what you want to believe. And, as long as we respect each other's belief systems, that's okay.
This is where my mind's going now, Kenny. What if free will is just an illusion? What if, okay, this is how deep...
It kind of is in this world, because there's always somebody pushing or manipulating and controlling the narrative. And, I could go into something that probably gets you even less followers, because they'll shut you down if I start talking about it. But
dude, they shut us down regardless. This broadcast is not funded by big tech. I showed you guys that earlier. Okay, 500,000+ followers. This dude can fucking talk about anything under the sun that he wants to, and it's completely free on YouTube, nonetheless.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't fund it, Matt, but they do have control over how many viewership that you can acquire. And when they're funding it, they'll allow it to go further. You follow me?
I get it.
And so I know that what I would talk about to make my point would be probably something that's that's probably part of the reason you're where you're at, is we've talked about these things that truth is truth, though. Truth is like a lion. It doesn't need defending. It can defend itself. Truth doesn't fear questions, because truth is the answer to the questions. And yet, here we are in this unbelievable what has just happened. I mean, I'm mind boggled by it, that people either they're not seeing it or they're not reacting to it the way they naturally should react to it. I don't understand what it is. To me, it's plain as the nose on your face. I told you, it's kind of like those eyes to see. I see it, and it's not difficult to see to me. And I could go into it if you want me to. I don't know if I should. I don't want to hurt your show,
Please, by all means, get this bastard blown off of Facebook. I will rebuild it from the ground up for the 4th time. I frankly, at this point, don't give a shit.
Well,
do you realize that? I've already told you, this is not my... Look.
Yeah.
Nail it, Kenny. Nail it to the cross. Because I'm telling you right now...
There's 2 things that they've done, and they do it through lawfare. One of them is a intellectual property protection. Okay, now that should never exist in a vote, in a voting machine, or a ingredient in a vaccine that you're coerced into taking. The other thing they've done, and people don't know that, they ask themselves, well, how could everybody possibly be in on it? And I can tell you how that is. It's you have the top of your pyramid.
Hang on. I got to mute Richard. I got to.
Not even government.
Bro, I got you unmuted. So whatever you're doing, I got to mute you back, real quick. I got you in here. Richard, say hi.
That wasn't me.
No, Richard Roller, say hello.
Hello.
Oh, it was me.
It says say hello, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
Yeah, you smartass. Oh God. Oh my God. What can you say to get the platform blown off the air there, Richard? Because
No, first of all, I just want to start with saying, I don't want anyone to think that I'm against anyone's beliefs. Now, remember, we all have different perspectives on things, and we all have our individual truth. And like I've spoken to you, Matt, in the last couple of weeks, I didn't want, and especially shout out to Alexa, I don't want anyone to think that I'm against anything, that my opinion doesn't mean that I'm putting anything down, because my world's a little bit different to your world world's a little bit different to Kenny's world's a little bit different to Christine's world. Everyone's world's that little bit different, and I understand that, and I play the devil's dog. You know me. We agree to disagree. That's part of what we do. That's part of how we became friends. So I just wanted to start off with saying that, because I don't want people to think that I'm putting anyone down. Even though some things I completely disagree with or might not believe, that's just my personal choice. That's my perspective. It doesn't make it mean that it's not so. It just means that's how I feel and that's what I believe. So I just wanted to say that.
Can I share something with you real quick?
Hey, Richard.
On the hang on, Kenny. Here's the thing. Kill the System, right, was supposed to be an extension to the Matrix. Right or wrong, Rich?
That's right.
Who's now posting in Kill the System, Rich?
Who's posting in there?
Mm-hmm.
Charlene.
Her last message to me was "fuck you." You want me to show you?
No, no, you showed me.
I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
So her last message to me was "fuck you. You're an idiot." But yet, Kill the System is supposed to be an extension to the show here. I don't, bro. I love you. I truly do. But
can I just say this? And it's more sad than anything, I think. And the fact that we're considered to be family and friends, that it's turned like that, and I don't support that. Look, I get. And that's why I started off by saying this, with people's perspectives and understanding their beliefs. And I don't, you know me, you've known me long enough now to what I believe and what I do. And it's never about putting anyone down or shitting on anyone. And, I can't speak for her. She does what she does. And, I made her an admin a while ago now. And I just thought she could freely post up on there, because I don't really care if the page gets blown up, because I'm so busy doing what I'm doing. I've got my baby, I've got my family. I couldn't care less if Kill the System went bye-bye tomorrow, because the way that I've seen it, I've done my diligence, I've done my duties, I'm doing good works, and I'm doing the best that I can to provide for what I need to do.
Well, again, you started with, we did this, you started to call the show. I'm like, I love this dude's heart. Completely love this dude's heart. He's literally an extension, because I know right now this show doesn't hit a lot of people over in Australia. I know that. Okay. Australia news don't get over here into the United States. I know that too. Right? So I'm just telling you ahead of time, okay, where my biggest bitch toward you is because KTS was supposed to be an extension of the Matrix. Okay? You made Charlene an admin of that show, or of that whatever. And again, the last words from her to me was, "You're an idiot. Go fuck yourself." Pretty much, go fuck you, dude. If you used to make me an admin of that page, I would delete it.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally delete it.
Richard, I love what you said. I love what you said because you said everybody can have their own perspective, and that's fantastic what you just said. And you know, providing that everybody can, you know, keep their peaceful attitude towards one another, then it's okay to have differences. To agree to disagree is not a problem. It never is. So it's really about attitude and perspective in life anyway. That's pretty much, you know, I owned a business for 30 years, and I can tell you nobody wants to work for an asshole. You know, you've got to take in your employees with the consideration that they're there, and if they're showing up and they're there, and you know they're not the one bad apple that kind of spoils the whole bunch, then they deserve to be recognized as such. And I don't know what's going on with y'all. I'm not getting in the middle of what I'm just saying. I love that whole, you know, everybody has a different perspective, but if we all have a good attitude, that different perspective doesn't matter at all. It's that one bad apple with a shitty attitude that usually will throw the whole thing, you know, a monkey wrench in the whole works. And when you own your own business, you learn to weed them out really fast because they will bring the whole crew, especially in tree work. We work our butts off, so you're out there sweating and working, and it's tough stuff. And the last thing you need is, you know, that one bad apple.
I hear you. And I hear you, Matt. I get what you're saying. Like, this is the thing. I'm at a stage where in my life it's the important things are right in front of me. My family, my world that is around me. You know, that's why I kind of stepped away from podcasting. You know, I do some lives every now and then just to vent and say how I feel. And, you know, at the end of the day, when I came up and I did call into the show, it was you, J-Bot, and Charlene. You know, we all became quite close very quickly. And I know it hurts. It hurts more than anything. That's the thing. And you would both be hurt. She would be hurt too. There would be no denying it. Just like when we were sort of feuding, it hurts. It's not a good feeling. I don't. My way of thinking is, you know, I try and show that respect, but then when I have my opinion that someone doesn't like, it can reflect on all sides of things. It can reflect on the person that you are and how you believe, on your belief system in all aspects. And that's why I think with we all having our own truth, and you said it before, what is the truth? Well, that's a good fucking question, because my truth is probably different to yours. Your truth is different to Kenny's. Like, there's no doubting that we all have our different truths. And this, I guess, is what part of this society, or part of this clown world, or part of this experimentation, part of this bullshit that we're all going through. Because real unity doesn't have this, oh, I think like this, I think like that. It's that love and compassion should rule over everything, because we're taught to be so ignorant and so self-centered through many different teachings throughout our lives, where we forget about the true meaning of friendship, family, unity. And this is why it's a sad time in our lifetimes. And this is why, and this is, I'll say this too, division at the highest level is right now. They're dividing me against you against this person, against this person, against this person. Because what happens when you divide those that are set to set the new bar for humanity, the new level of love and compassion? You can't have that, bro. We can't have that. We need to be fighting against each other.
But here's Richard, you are completely missing the point as to why I lynched onto her. I did it for a reason. I don't just do things because of stupid shit. I did it for a reason. I told you. An agenda. I'm going to call your show at the very last end of it, tail end of it. Okay? I'm going to call KTS just out of randomness 5 minutes before the end of the broadcast, and I'm going to push my agenda. I'm going to push my GoFundMe type thing. That's it. That's all I want to say. Love you guys. Thank you. Good night. Do you not see what I'm saying?
I do see that, man.
And then on top of that, go through every single one of the contacts on the show. Hey, Michelle, check this out. This is the GoFundMe. Can you help? Hey, Julie, this is the GoFundMe. Can you help? Hey, Joe. Hey, Kenny. Hey, Richard. This is the GoFundMe. Can you help? Dude,
you know what, though?
Dude,
this is the thing. This is the problem. And I hear what you're saying.
This is the problem?
Stop anyone from doing... Well, it is, because I'll tell you what the problem is.
All right.
You can't stop other people doing what they do. I can't stop
Really?
anyone from doing what they do. Well, we can't. You
Well,
tell
I
me
can-
how
I
we
can
stop people doing their own thing.
All right, let me ask you the second question. I hate to say
On
this.
his show, he can.
Listen, KTS was built as an extension of the Matrix, right? Kill the System 5, whatever, was built as an extension of the Matrix in Australia, right? Richard? I'm asking you. He muted himself. I think the babies are crying.
I think he's cut out or something.
I don't know if I don't think I muted him. I think the babies are crying, bro.
Man, I can completely understand what
the babies are crying. But here's
I can completely understand what you were saying.
The division is one thing.
I mean, I do. I get it 100%.
All right.
That's the business side of me, probably.
But I'm not even, dude. I don't run this. I don't. We
just not. Yeah.
We don't run the Matrix as a business. I don't run it as a business. I don't. I don't even claim it as mine. It is everybody's. It's everybody's show.
Yeah. It's common courtesy, though, that you wouldn't go on to somebody else's show and push your stuff unless you've discussed that with that person. I'm not trying to get in the middle of any of it, but I could definitely see where it would be an issue. Yeah.
It was definitely an issue. Let me see if I can unmute him. Hey, Richard, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I had some kids asking where the Milo was, and it was right in front of their face. Isn't it weird how kids just don't see things in front of their face?
Yeah,
sorry. And
kids,
like they're right up in front of my face.
Bro, you should be at my house.
Getting Dad's attention.
Shit, even dude, you could be sitting in front of my face and I don't even see it from time to time. And I'm 47. I'm what? All right, so let me ask you, Richard, is KTS an extension of the Matrix? It is, or is it? Isn't?
Well, you would consider it not to be now, because I know how you're feeling. Now, yes, it was, and this is the thing. No, okay. No, I know what you're saying, and I've spoken to Shah about it, and it's almost like, because we cannot deny that you were close, a sister from another mister, like without a doubt. And this is the thing, when we feel hurt, shit goes down, things happen, and when we've spoken about this whole agenda thing, I get it. I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, when people are just trying to help people, and I'm not saying that it's the right thing, I'm just saying when people are trying to help people and do the right thing, they can, darling, they can be very, darling, you're drinking there. You can be tactful in how you do things. Correct? There's ways to go about things, and there's ways not to go about things. Right?
All right, Richard.
And you obviously, it pissed you off.
Are you done? Look, this is the fourth time, not the first time, not the second time, not the third time. This is the fourth time. The fourth time. It ain't gonna happen again, bro. It ain't gonna happen again. I'm not gonna let it happen to Susan. Not gonna let it happen to Julie. Not gonna let it happen to Rich. It's not gonna happen to me. It's gonna happen to nobody up in here. Okay.
You don't have to. Then, like I've said to you, like, the worst thing that can happen right now is it feeding you that negative energy that it's making you feel, that it's making you feel resentment that's happened. Because I tell you now, you need to do what you're doing and focus on the good things that you're doing. Because as soon as we start focusing on the bad stuff and the shit that people give us, I'll tell you now, I've got messages in my mailbox which I've deleted which are like, I hate you, you fucking cunt. You
Oh, yeah.
better go because I'm going to kill you. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to kill you, you motherfucker. I've got so many hate messages from speaking out against people here in Australia. Do you think, for a second, if I hold on to that, what do you think that'll do to my whole body and my spirit and my consciousness? It'll crush me. It'll turn me into something I don't need to be. There's no point holding on to any negativity. It's bad. And I see it. I can see you, brother. I see you. I can see you right now. And I know it's eating you up, because when you care about someone and when you care about something and you feel betrayed or feel like they've done something to you, it hurts. When someone comes up at you and says things to you, it hurts. I've felt that pain. I feel that pain. We need to be able to... No, go.
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you this, right? I'm going to show you. You can see the screen, right? Right, you can see my screen, Richard.
Yeah, I can.
All right, check this out, right? I'm going to go up here and I'm going to look up here. We Matrix, Black Sheep, this shit, that whatever, right? All right, right there. Okay, so check this out. All right, of course I like the page. Go down here, I'm going to manage the page. Holy shit, I can't manage the page. Why can't I manage the page?
My page.
What is it?
What do you mean?
Why can't I manage the page?
Are you an admin on there? You're not an admin on there.
Huh. Well, you just answered the entire question right there.
But I don't understand. What do you mean? Like,
what I'm saying is that page is not an extension of the Matrix.
I know, but when I did add you as an admin, you never accepted the request.
I never got the request. Because now, go ahead and send it. Go ahead and send it again. Go ahead and send it. I'll accept it.
The thing.
Go ahead, send it.
Oh, my baby's coming. Bro, I know you want to delete my page. I know that's what you want to do, right? And when I did send you an admin request, which was ages ago, I messaged you and said, yo, I'm making you an admin on the page. And you never accepted it. And this was months and months and months ago. Months ago.
I promise you, Richard, that I will not kill that page.
You know what? To be honest, and this is me just being honest, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less.
All right.
I've got a little baby right here that needs most of my attention.
All right, then you kill the page.
Do you want me to kill her?
I do.
I do.
I absolutely do. Because whenever you come back, you're going to come back again. Just the Matrix Minds extension. Just if you're done broadcasting, I promise you'll always have that position. I promise you that. Because I love you, like I told you, okay? You are closer to me than my own brother. Okay? I'm not joking whenever I say that. So whenever you're ready to start again, we will start it again. The way it was meant to be.
Oh man, I hear you. I just, it doesn't. If me doing this means that much to you, does it mean that much to you? Because it doesn't. Like, I can do it and not even worry about it. Like, those people that follow it, whoever they are, because there's a lot of people, it'll be done.
Start from scratch. Do it. It doesn't really matter. You said it doesn't matter.
But I wouldn't start from scratch, though. I wouldn't do it again. This is the thing.
But I want you to do. I need you. We need you to do it again when your soul is ready to do it.
But I don't want to do it again.
Then fuck it. Hit the delete key on it. It is an extension of this It is an extension of this broadcast. Okay, and I just told you what happened to and within this broadcast. I understand that you're not seeing my aspect of it, trying to protect these people. Okay?
I know, but what are you protecting them from? That's just, I'm just asking a question. So you tell me what you're protecting
Further
them from.
agendas, Richard. Further
What's the
things, further
agenda?
narratives.
What is the agenda? Like, I'm trying to understand, because I know what agendas are, but tell me what the agenda is.
I already did.
Which is what?
This show was about UFOs. Listen to me. It was about UFOs, disclosure, HARP, Project Bluebeam, MK Ultra, the mind control, all of this shit, all of that shit, that kind of stuff. That is like, you know, non-real world stuff.
But what about when KTS was about the actual system, the corruption of the government, the corruption of everything else that belongs in the system? The kind of the opposite. Not the opposite, but you know what I mean. The system is what enslaves the mind and enslaves the people. Yeah? The political sides enslaves the people.
Sure it does. Absolutely. The
So
root.
was KTS about that too?
Again, I'm just going to ask you. I'm going to just cut to the. Listen, are you done podcasting? Are you yourself done broadcasting?
Well, I was considering doing it again, but it really doesn't matter. Like I've said, I've got more important things that I need to be doing.
See, I don't want to kill it. Okay, you don't want to kill it.
No. I'm trying to find out where I actually do that. I'm on the page now. I just don't know where to go. I can't even enter it as an admin.
But anyway, you see, it's like, again, going back to trying to. The thing is, all of the things in which I'm talking about, okay, you can talk about, okay, you absolutely can positively talk about it, every single aspect of it. Whenever we named this show The Matrix Minds, there's nothing that doesn't fall under that category. Every single aspect of it falls under the matrix of things. Everything. You want to talk about politics? Killing the system via politics? Absolutely, bro. Do it. Do it. That's what it's for.
Then I know you're so angry at Sharp.
Do I have a reason to be? Do I have a reason to be?
Well, you do, but
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, because I want to know the answer to this.
Here it is again, just an opinion.
If we have people in our lives that we care about, do we allow the anger and whatever we feel to make us turn on them, or do we find? And this should resonate to everyone, because if we can't forgive even the people that destroy our lives, then we can't really have a higher sense of consciousness. Because humility and understanding how damaged someone might be, or if they've hurt you, if we hold on to that and have resentment, then we're no better than anyone else. We're not enlightened. We're not showing gratitude no matter what happens in our lives. So answer me that. Are you that upset about it that you can't forgive someone?
Richard, can I ask you a question?
No, Matt needs to answer that question, and he can answer it
First time, second time, third time, fourth time. I will not fucking do this a fifth time. Okay? It's not even that. It's not even. It's an anger. It's a betrayal. Okay?
So you're saying that no matter what, it doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
Even if you don't agree with somebody, right? But you have strong feelings about something. Are those feelings not legitimate? Because the way you're making it sound, Richard, is like, well, you know, you can have. I think of like a personal relationship with a spouse. Your spouse comes in and they do something that's unacceptable, and you talk to them about it, and they do it again, and it's unacceptable, and you've talked to them about it. There comes a point in time when that unacceptable behavior becomes predictable. And that's when it really runs into problems. Now, you're kind of putting it all on Matt, but I heard Matt trying to tell Shar to, hey, don't be calling the show at the last minute and plug in all this other stuff.
Matt feels he's being betrayed.
You understand what I'm saying when I say that unacceptable behavior can become predictable, and that makes it even worse. It shouldn't be worse, but it kind of is.
I know. I get it.
It's predictable.
I get it. Okay. I get it. I understand. My question is, even after betrayal, because we've all been betrayed by certain people within higher powers, but my question is, if we can't forgive those that are even the ones that are deemed to be the most harmful, the most evil, how can we possibly really show compassion for others? And humility, come on, man. We've talked about this. You say you're betrayed, then what do? You pick up a gun and shoot that person in the face? Is that what we do?
No, absolutely not, dude. You know I'm not about violence. It's called self-preservation. Okay.
Are you literally making a comparison?
I'm telling you,
I'm having a problem with her doing what she's doing.
I'm telling you,
shooting somebody in the face. Are you trying to use that analogy?
It's called self-preservation, Rich. I won't go there again, ever again.
I'm butting in, and I don't want to.
Listen.
But I mean, really?
Listen. I get it.
Yeah,
all right. I'm going to go because obviously, I really just wanted to say to, especially to Alexa and to everyone else, I didn't want people to think that I was shitting on their beliefs. And
Richard, you got a good attitude. You really do.
I love him, dude.
You don't know me. Anyone that thinks they know me, they don't know me. Look, Matt, I've deleted the page.
Well, I just know of you here.
It's gone. All right.
I guess you're right.
When you're ready to come back, listen to me.
I'm not coming back. Okay, I'm not coming back. And having this conversation up in here has made me realize that I probably just needed to do this and that I don't need to be doing this anymore. And speaking to the people and trying to show them some kind of other way to think and feel about the system and about everything that's happening was something that I thought was important. But now I know the most important thing is right in front of my face, which is my family, which is to guide them into a better future and to be an example and to be a leader, because people create followers and they don't create leaders. I want to create leaders. I want people to lead the way into a better future. So as I'll say it and I'll roll out, much love and much respect. And I know you do what you do best, bro. Kenny, you do what you do best. And everyone up in here, much love, much respect, do what you do best.
I will catch you and the girls later, broski. Take care of yourself. All right. Peace out, man. Now that kind of took a turn, but full. You wasn't butting in. You wasn't butting in. Here's the thing. Again, Kill the System was built primarily off of as an extension of the Matrix Minds broadcast. Nothing more. It was so everybody's voice could reach everybody over in Australia. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. And vice versa. Richard could post shit on my page. Right. I could post shit on his page. We could share the news that wasn't getting shared. Okay? The disclosure of all of it could literally go from Australia to the United States. The United States could post it, and vice versa. Okay? We pretty much said, and I love him for this. In the beginning, we're like, fuck this system. Literally, that's why he named it Kill the System. We were all about, and still are all about, whenever he's got it in his heart. Okay, he'll be back.
I know.
He will be back. He'll always be part of this. Yes. Oh yes.
I mean, he's trying to do his best to to stand against the tyranny that's going on, and it wears on everybody, man. This whole thing has been really atrocious for everyone. I mean, you can see what it does to people's, just their emotions and everything.
look,
It's been rough. They've literally violated the soft torture techniques of the Nuremberg, of the Geneva Convention and the Nuremberg Code all at the same time. I mean, it's wearing on people.
Bro, they literally shit on the souls of beings. Okay? Something does.
Yeah, they
Here, you know what? I shared something on, I think, the Black Sheep page. Let me see something. Where did I share that? Because this is absolutely real, okay? What I shared was absolute truth. And I know right now, I'm just waiting for it to be flagged by a fact checker. Okay, but I'm sharing something with you now that is absolutely real. Okay, and this may scare some people, may not. I don't want it to scare you, but however, I do want you to acknowledge what I'm sharing with you. Okay, here we go. This is how deep this goes. Our own military are involved in this. But here's the situation, okay?
Yeah, darkness. They help finance it. That's right.
Bingo. So look at this, okay?
Yeah.
It's called the Havana syndrome, okay? Is an alleged, now get this. I want you guys to Google this. Havana, Havana syndrome. Now this right here I'm sharing with you is absolutely true. Havana syndrome is allegedly a set of medical symptoms with unknown causes, experienced mostly abroad by the United States government officials and military personnel. The symptoms range in the severity from pain and ringing in the ears. Do you guys know this? It's called tinnitus. Okay? To cognitive difficulties, and were first reported back in 2016 by the United States and Canadian embassy staff in Havana, Cuba.
That's right. I remember hearing about it.
All right. Beginning in 2017, more people, including our own U.S. intelligence and military. This is global. This is targeting not only normal citizens, but our own military men and women. Okay.
You know, Matt, I got a friend that I went to school with. Matter of fact, he stayed with my dad. He was a foster kid, and my dad took in several people while I was growing up, and he was one of them that my dad took in. So he's kind of like a brother of mine. But he went to Northern Maine Vocational, and then he went to MIT. While he was at MIT, him and a buddy of his developed like the most powerful microwave at that time, and they literally got it patented and got rich selling the patent of the microwave that him and his buddy invented together. And they said that was going to be for communication purposes, but let's just say that that's like the rods of God or whatever. They can do some crazy stuff. We've talked about this before with your friend that's from the military and knows a lot about these type of things, these type of programs or what have you, black budget programs. But I have a friend who actually built that microwave unit that was supposed to be for communication, but who knows whether that was just a cover story for what they were actually going to use it for. And I could see them being able to hit somebody with that and just turn their world upside down, getting really sick. So earlier we were talking about the microwave or the 5G and how it ties into all of this stuff as well, the nanotechnology that they're putting into people and how it's affected by that. And it's getting kind of like we were talking, it's crazy. It's really crazy what's going on. And you're right that DARPA's involved with the creation, believe it or not. They're involved with the creation of the virus.
Let me share another screen.
The virus that we use, that virus that was used to destroy every nation-state economy worldwide, while they took small businesses and family farmers and people, personal property owners, and they locked them down in lockstep under their umbrella of control. You know, the central bank's umbrella of control, top of the pyramid down, and they got even the CEOs. You heard about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, where there was a bunch of them stepping down.
Mm-hmm.
Those were probably the ones who saw the Nuremberg Code writing on the wall. And when people are wondering how is everybody possibly in on it, it's because they locked us down in lockstep to their umbrella of control. The media, the politicians, the healthcare industry, the healthcare regulators, the pharmaceutical industry, they're all under that monopoly shareholder collective capitalism, public and private partnership. DARPA's involved, and unbelievably, even the Chinese military are the ones who are funding the Pointer Group. The Pointer Group is the one that does all the fact-checking stuff, the one that's been steering everybody into this. People don't even know what they're doing with it in China. It's atrocious what they're doing with it. But it's those same things that we were just talking about a little while ago. The using that lawfare of not just non-disclosure agreements to get all the CEOs to agree to it. Even the ones who stepped down had to sign a non-disclosure agreement in order to get their golden parachutes of their severance packages. This is why nobody's talking about it, is because they're using this lawfare of non-disclosure agreements, and like I said, with the election and the vaccine both, there should not be intellectual property protection in an election system.
Not at this point. No. No, you're right.
Vaccine either. I mean, it should not be there.
Here, I get. You know what? I'm not speaking for. I'm not going to speak for Mr. Duncan, but however, I will tell you that the rabbit hole goes down deep enough with the vaccination, right? I guess from what I understand, that DARPA, right? We all know this name. We all know this name, DARPA. Well, I from what I understand, okay, they could not wait to get out a vaccination, okay? Because when it changes the RNA of your DNA, remember literally the words that Mr. Duncan said is they are mapping the human brain. Listen to me, mapping the human brain just like the resonant frequency of a cell phone, okay? You can stick 1,000 cell phones in a bag or 100,000 cell phones in a bag. Nevertheless, if I've got the number to Kenny's cell phone and Kenny's cell phone is in the bag of 100,000 cell phones, whose cell phone's going to ring? Kenny's.
Yeah, so, that's the same thing they're doing with the mind. That's right.
Bingo. So this is what they're doing. This is why the 3andMe DNA. Send your DNA in for genetic haplogroup, blood group type of shit. Do you have no fucking clue that there's a third party vendor in there that's gonna buy it? What?
Yeah. They're sending it.
Oh my God!
It to China, man.
This is
going to China.
But this is what disclosure is. Do you understand me? This is how far the rabbit hole goes, bro. Down to the mind manipulation of millions and millions of people. How do you know that your own fucking thought is your thought? Mr. Duncan, on that interview that I gave everybody in the chat, listen to me. The interview I gave you in the chat, literally, Mr. Duncan told everybody on this guy's broadcast, okay, that agency absolutely knows who you are.
Oh yeah,
it's scary, dude. It is
absolutely nail on the head when he was saying he's been threatened and stuff like that. I have too. I've had them go into my personal saves and remove stuff, man. I was typing a post one time, and I was talking about this stuff, And I was saying how they really need to be held and tried for treason for what they're doing. And I started hearing a clicking noise. Now I've got my click sound turned off in my typing. So when I was hearing it, I was like, that's that typing clicking. And I looked up, and the post that I was writing, they were erasing what I just wrote. And they changed what I wrote to they need to be held for treason for what they're doing, to the person writing this post needs to be held for treason for what he's doing.
But who? But who is? But here's the thing, dude. Our own boys and girls, our own women and men in the military are being targeted too. It's not. You can't even.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Point to he did it, she did it, they did it. Who did it? Our own government is being targeted too. Do you see how big this is?
Yeah.
So who the fuck is pulling the strings of those pulling the strings, dude?
I can tell you who it is, Matt. You may not like what I have to say.
You're gonna say Satan
because it kind of touches into that they claim to be of our brother Judah or not. Okay, they're the ones who suppress clean water and energy for their energy cash cows. They suppress holistic medicine cures in favor of their patented treatments for conditions that generally create another condition for treatment when used exactly like the current vaccine. And they are the top of the pyramid. And there's a handful of them, the 10 horns of Revelation, we'll call them. They're kings without kingdoms. And there's a handful of them. And they control everything under their umbrella control. How do they do that? John F. Kennedy talked about how they did it. He said that the repugnant secrecy, what they're doing with non-disclosure agreements, I just talked about it tonight, and intellectual property protections that shouldn't be there. There shouldn't be intellectual property protection on a voting machine. There shouldn't be intellectual property protection on a vaccine that's being coerced and forced upon people with lockstep and mandating and what have you. It should not be there. It should not exist. Those people who are doing that are, right now, the way I see it, they're scared animals. And what happens when you trap an animal? They become very dangerous. They are dangerous right now.
I know they are.
That's why they're doing all of these things that are against the Nuremberg Code. They're against the soft torture techniques of the Geneva Convention. They're against your constitutional rights, and they're against humanity. There's a crime against humanity is happening. That's what's happening.
I get it.
The same people, if you want to know what their real goal is, just ask Yuval Noah Harari. He's glad to talk about it.
But here's the thing. Listen to me. This goes back to, again, I want to have Duncan on the show, dude, because he even goes as far as saying, we don't know that our own thoughts are our own thoughts from time to time. This goes back to what I said about free will. How do we know that what we say is free will is truly even our free will? The levels of manipulation and the levels of disclosure.
I can tell you how I know.
Go.
You may or may not.
But again, dude, it's a program.
I wasn't that.
I get it.
I wasn't that.
But listen to me. I get it, Kenny. I'm telling you, as a man to man, I'm looking at you in the camera. I get you. I understand what you're telling me, and your truth is your truth. Your Holy Ghost moment was a Holy Ghost moment to you, and nobody can change that, bro. Nobody. But I'm telling you that even the fabric of look, they can tailor made scripts to your reality. Even mine, yours. We are all susceptible to this fabricated fucking world that we're in. What are we in, bro? What are we in? That's where I'm saying the full disclosure, dude. I don't know if the true truth could ever come out. The true truth, because, dude, people would lose their fucking mind.
Such a great job of muddying the water of truth now that it's really, really, like you said,
bro. It is so thick.
That's what they want. Who's the author of confusion? They are. They want to muddy the water. Why? Because what they're doing is so atrocious that they cannot be honest about it. Look, Justin Trudeau's brother came out, and he said that his brother is not for the Canadian people. His brother is not speaking for them. Everything that comes out of his mouth is sent down from above. Where? He said Davos, the World Economic Forum, the Bilderberg Group. He is the leader of the Liberal Party in Canada. And everything that he does is not him. And then his brother went on to talk about Epstein-type dangles and how, you know, hey, you could be in a room and, you know, you don't know it, but it's being recorded, and all of a sudden there's a girl there and she's on it. And those are his words.
It's being recorded.
And next thing you know, you're blackmailed. And I mean, he literally said that while he was talking about his brother and how his brother is reacting to what to this whole thing they're trying to usher in.
Let's go down that rabbit hole, Kenny.
You gotta ask yourself, what is
let's go down that rabbit hole, because you mentioned, you know, being set up, being blackmailed, blah 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 blah. Right? This is a rabbit hole that I'm going to go ahead and go down as well. You said this is to after watching that specific broadcast with the DARPA scientist. I can literally tell you that with my phone in my hand, okay, we don't even have to fucking worry about a phone. Okay, these people can literally record your thoughts.
I honestly think that's true.
Honestly think it's true. Really I'm telling you, I will show you again, bro. Let me go over there and get to the thing, and I'll drop it in the chat again, because you have got to watch.
Yeah, drop it.
You've got to watch because I don't, dude. I don't usually pay attention to a lot of podcasts. Eric's like, bro, you've got to watch this, because again, I'm gonna get involved with Eric Hacker on these type of disclosure, because again, I don't want nothing at all to happen to Eric at all. I don't want nothing to happen to Richard. I don't want nothing to happen to Carolyn Shepard, you Kenny, Richard Roller, nobody. I don't want nothing to happen to nobody that has got a hard on. Michael, even you, Michael. I don't want anybody that's got it into to expose where we are, who we are, what we are, how fucking lied to we've been. Honestly, if that's the case,
you know, there's something, Matt. There's something called intuition, and I didn't know it when I was younger, and I wasn't honestly a believer. You know, raised atheist at worst, agnostic at best. But I always, I've always listened to it, and it's a good thing I did for 30 years of tree work, because it's a very dangerous job. And every time you don't listen to your intuition in a situation like that, that's when things go wrong. And so that God-given, I call it God-given intuition, is something that people just need to tune into. It's you know, it's called different things in different religions, but it's basically walking in the spirit, if you will, and knowing that intuition is God-given. It's not something that they can manipulate, although they can do a lot of things. That's the thing that they mimic. They're mimics, though. They're not, you know, they're trying to create what's really already been created. The fact that they even think that they can download their, you know, consciousness into a mechanical body or a super quantum computer generated universe, that's why they're mapping. That's why they're trying to link their brain through Neuralink to AI to map their consciousness. They have a realistic expectation of becoming gods. And of course, you all know Harari tells you what their real intention are for you, because it's, you know, it's rules for thee, not satanic me. You know, they have their goal for you, which is to read your thought and to even plant hive mind thoughts in your head, what you're just talking about, that guy from DARPA's talking about.
Dude, he is.
And they may already have that ability, as you said.
They do. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
About it so openly if they didn't.
He clearly tells
you protection from it, though, Matt.
Tell me what that is. You tell me what that is.
I honestly believe that that's fate. That
Fate.
you have your protection from fate.
Let me share
That
with you.
cannot attack you. It's a demonic thing. It's a demonic thing.
Oh, really? No, stop, because it's not. It is a
fate.
physical thing, though. That you're not getting that. It is a physical thing. Your phone rings from a frequency.
Yeah,
Hang on, Kenny. You ran on a frequency. Your brain interacts with frequency. This is where the MK Ultra goes really, really fucking deep, and the full disclosure is really, really deep. They've got what's called voice-to-skull technology. The Harvard guy, right? I just dropped it in this chat.
Yeah,
So I'm telling you, dude, the voice-to-skull is real. The voice of God is real. Okay, we've got people killing themselves based upon hearing over and over and over 24 hours a day, played over and over and over and over in the head until they lose their fucking mind. I have talked to some TIs that have been through the mill, bro.
You have to be strong.
How can you be strong when you are physically beat down by, bro? I'm telling you, watch this broadcast, this dude's broadcast. I can't tell you anymore. Just listen to this fella, because listen to me. You know me, okay? I have already reached out to this guy. I have reached out to this guy. Let me show you. Because I know right now he's seeing.
I hope you get him on the show,
dude. I have already reached out to him right here. I'm going to share his Facebook page with you, because you know me. Okay, you guys all know me very, very well. This is me. This is. Let me show you this right here. So, this is who I'm referring to. Okay, Robert Duncan on Facebook. I've reached out to him, right? I've already told him I've requested him on Facebook. There's a cancel request. I'll cancel it because obviously he's already checked his Facebook page. Okay, he's checked his Facebook page. He knows I'm trying to interact with him. Okay, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm not doing anything.
I'd leave the request there.
Look at me. Okay, so he already knows that I'm trying to interact with him. Okay, but I'm just telling you. Let me delete this. I'll delete the request and do it again. Check this out. I'll add him again, or I'll try to. But because here's the thing, you all know me well enough. Okay. You all know me well enough. Kenny, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be a Billy Badass. I just want the fucking truth. Okay? And I know you know that. So this is where I stand, bro. With all my heart, this is where I stand. If this man is real, he'll come on this show. Okay? If this man is full of shit, then he'll stay where he's at. He's better off. He's better off to stay, not friends with me. Just liking my post on his page, just deleting the friend request, liking it. Because I'm telling you right now, if he comes here, I'm going to ask him some severe questions. Okay? Because I want this man protected. I truly do. I want him protected. If he is a true whistleblower and knows.
Agreed.
Okay? I want him protected. I don't want nothing to happen to this man. So I've already invited him on the show.
That whole DARPA program.
I don't give a fuck. I really don't, dude. I am so over this system. Please. I'm so over this fucked up system.
Yeah, it's off the rails bad.
They are messing with my friends. They are messing with your friends. They are messing with the system. They are messing with the God voice. They are messing with everything and anything that they possibly can. That's what I'm saying. Full disclosure would be absolutely chaotic. To what degree?
Well, speaking of full disclosure, did you hear that Trump's supposed to be making some sort of announcement tomorrow?
Has he got hemorrhoids?
The 15th?
No, bro. I haven't heard a word. I haven't.
I'm thinking it might have something to do with voter fraud. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be some big news, though.
I truly don't know.
What it is exactly, but I can tell you this. His daughter was wearing a dress that's identical to one of them old movies, the heroine in the movie of To Catch a Thief.
Wow. Okay.
You know how his wife and daughter have been wearing dresses as, it's like you gotta love the message board.
Oh yeah, the setup. Yeah, the mockery is the mockery.
That's right. And his daughter wore a dress just the other day that's exactly like the dress that the heroine in To Catch a Thief wore.
I agree, dude. I completely agree.
I mean, it's identical to the teeth.
I said I agree, but here's the thing. I can't help but say again, okay? I love the post that I did. I love the post that I just dropped in the Matrix. Okay, let me share. I gotta share this one too. I don't know why I'm like I'm on a sharing kick. Y'all know I'm a meme maker. I rub it in their faces as well. Okay, I rub it in their faces as well, and that is this.
It needs to be done, man. Somebody's got to do it.
Well, I'm not trying.
I was just saying.
Bro, I'm not a Billy Badass. I'm not. I ready? Here goes, guys. Check this out, right? If you want it, it's definitely in the Matrix. Ignorance. No, this is them. Ignorance of the law is no excuse, right? That's what we hear them say. Well, ignorance of the law is no excuse. I said, okay, then assholes. Knowing the problem and doing nothing to fix the problem makes you part of the fucking problem. Correct or incorrect? Bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Bingo.
There's so many of them. Look, I think that just like Justin Trudeau's brother was talking about, there's so many of them that they've either been caught in an Epstein-type dangle, or they've taken the monopoly shareholder collective capitalism public and private partnership offer they should have refused. You think about what they just did. It was like a mafia protection racket tactic that all these big CEOs and stuff, they had to sign the contractual obligations to lock down and lockstep and mandating in order to get the emergency funding required to survive the mafia protection racket tactic. I mean, you can't make this shit up.
I completely agree with you. You can't make this shit up, because I don't even believe that it dude, it's gotta be the greatest illusion to ever be pulled over humanity's eyes. I'm being honest with you.
You almost have to admire the sheer evil genius of their Dr. Evil with a petri dish plan. You almost have to admire it. However, I would have never guessed, Matt, after watching all those James Bond movies in the 80s, I would have never saw this coming. The Crown's partnered with the Five Eyes agencies and DARPA and the World Economic Forum and the Davos Group and the Bilderberg and the Chinese military to pull up the biggest racketeering theft of wealth in history.
And they're all in on it.
Shit up.
And they're all in on it. Every bit of them.
Right, and they're all in on it. And they use non-disclosure agreements and legal protection for, intellectual property for voting machines and ingredients in vaccines. And I mean, it's just, you couldn't make it up if you tried. Someday there's going to be a hell of a movie.
Oh my God. I definitely, Kenny, look, an hour and 55 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up at 2 hours. Monday. It is Monday. Holy shit. Already. The November the 15th. Oh my God. It's Christmas. The new year is right around the corner, dude. Right around.
Trump's supposed to
the corner.
something. I keep praying that he really is about disclosure. and that he really is running part of he's with the military operation, sting operation, because I can't. But if it's not, it's unfathomable.
I don't know, bro. I have. I'm looking around, going, what is real? Who is real?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God, bro. The level of this
the man-made crime, he's in on it. And nobody's just what I just said, Matt. Nobody is saying it. Nobody. It has to be said.
You're right.
But nobody is saying it.
No.
And it needs to be talked about. It needs disclosure. It needs to come out into the open. And hey, there needs to be Nuremberg Code trials. Truthfully, that's what needs to happen.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like Richard, then we can talk about forgiveness.
I don't know what needs to happen. I truly don't. I don't know. I know burning my capital down ain't the answer. I know killing people on the street ain't the answer. Violence truly isn't the answer. These people, dude. These people are not
legal.
I don't know how. I truly don't. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Legal Nuremberg Code trial is the only answer. Period.
No idea, bro.
They'll go in and they look. I've been in the gulag the whole last 5 years. I can't comment on your post. I have to call in if I want to say something because I can't comment because I'm in the Facebook gulag all the time. Why? For saying what I just said. What I just said is what they're removing from my personal saves. They removed that a week ago.
Well, we need to get you. We need to get you
go into my personal saves.
Kenny, the water cleansing unit, you've got for all of humanity, it needs out there. We've got it with these guys.
And they've removed that.
Everybody, listen to me. Everybody in this chat, your own self, you've donated to this show, right or wrong. It may have been months ago.
Freely offer it to the world.
Okay, then here's the thing. You have a place in my world. Okay, you have a place to speak. I'm not gonna shut you down because I don't think you've got an agenda. Okay, I truly don't. I believe you're here to do the best you can possibly do. So listen, you come up with whatever plan, idea you wish to put forth, and on the Matrix Hub, which is matrixminds.us now, I will create a page for you and disclose it all. I frankly don't. Again, my give a damn is broke. I want our people to be free, knowing absolute what is, where they are, who they are, without limitation.
That is what's being, that is what's being removed from my personal saves too.
Then fucking put it on the Matrix page. You've got it, bro. I'll give you permission. And, send me the shit. I'll put it up there for everybody to see.
Yeah, I've got to get back out of Facebook. I got to get back out of Facebook jail, but yeah. And you're welcome to share it. If I share it with you, you're welcome to share it.
Oh, dude, I'll put it on the website. It will be right here, everybody. Here, the answer to humanity's toxic water. This is the fix all to the toxic water situation. How's that? I mean,
water and energy. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not afraid to die by the hands of these whatever this is.
And they do, Matt. They do kill people. They killed Stanley Myers. The recent Buffalo shooting. One of the guys that got killed had a patent for the same type of engine that I've designed for my floating platforms that desalinate water using ocean's energy to start with, and then on from there. But that make hydrogen while they're cleaning the water. That hydrogen motor, the guy from Buffalo that got killed, the one that was a bodyguard, the black guy.
Oh yeah.
For a hydrogen motor, a water ran motor. He had a patent for one.
Our boy Larry
Greer, I know you know who he is, right?
Oh yeah, You fucking shill. That's what I'll call. Again, Eric Hecker with me. Oh, bro. Oh, yeah, dude. Hands down.
You know what happened when I tried to contact him?
What?
They were like, he had his box on me like a fly on shit, asking me if I had a patent on it yet, this and that and the other. They were on it, dude. I'm talking about they were on it.
I bet.
But they were removing that out of my personal saves long before I talked to him. So I don't know if he's a shill or not. I know there are 0 point energy. There are 0 point energy devices. There are.
Oh, bro, it goes a lot
like
deeper. It goes a lot deeper.
Yeah.
Just watch that shit show I showed you, bro, and you will go, "Oh my God." I know you. You'll all, every single one of you, Matrix Breakers and Black Sheep, you'll understand it and you'll get it. You'll go, "Oh my God, oh my God, what do we do?
Yeah,
we've got to fix this somehow, some way. We've got to fix this. We've got to fix this."
Well, that's the only thing that will. The truth is the only thing that'll fix it. And you see what they do to you when you are a truther, and you're coming out and telling these truths. You know, like I said, the only other thing they removed besides the truth from my personal. Because think about it, they went into my personal saves and removed it. Well, why do they do that? Because they want to be able to put a thing up saying the person who shared this no longer has it. It's no longer available. I didn't remove it. They removed it.
Right. I do. I got it.
And they removed my invention for taking gunshot detectors and linking them to an electronic safe that's hidden in cabinets for schools, so teachers can get to communication devices and weaponry that they're certified and trained with. But they don't. But the parents wouldn't have to worry about them having day-to-day access, because it takes the sheriff and a school administrator to both key in their own separate codes on a non-school day in order to do training and maintenance for that equipment. But bulletproof vest and maybe some flash bangs and some weaponry in case somebody. The only way they can get to it is if a gunshot detector opens a safe for them.
Right. See, all of what you
comes to escort them to do their training.
All of what you just said, bro, needs.
Share that. Think about that. If that.
They don't give a
that was
shit.
Signed into law, man. Think about what I'm saying.
I know.
That was signed into law, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the school had to have it. That's $1 billion concept. And I freely share that with the world. Like you said, I don't have an agenda. My agenda is to keep my kids safe. My agenda is for my grandkids to be able to go to school and not have to worry about the shit. My agenda is for them not to enslave humanity, trying to remove our guns. You know, the fact checkers will say, when you say 60 million people have been rounded up and executed because their guns were removed, the fact check says there's no correlation between their guns being removed and they're being executed. In other words, being rounded up and exterminated. Wait a minute. You mean if they had guns, you don't think that they would have been able to protect themselves from being rounded up and exterminated?
Well, I kind of believe so.
That's how
yeah.
insane it is.
I kind of believe so. Yeah, that would definitely put a hindrance to their agenda, now wouldn't it? See, you want to do that.
It's crazy about it. The fact check. People we're talking about when you talk about DARPA, those are the same ones behind all this.
Bro, you need to call me on Wednesday. We need to continue this conversation on Wednesday. I'm serious, because you want to do you want to clean water, do to protect the kids. I do too. I definitely do. But I also want us to be able to expose whatever technology be it malevolent AI, a demigod that believes he's like God Almighty and like is manipulating the conscious minds of these people, crazy motherfuckers going into schools, killing our kids. See what I'm saying? Dude, there is something going on, bro, and we need it fixed.
Oh, if you can't feel that in your soul, you need to do some soul searching. You're right.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right. When it comes to AI running it, I believe that's already happening. I believe the 10 horns of Revelation have already programmed their AI god, their beast, for their desired outcome. And that's why they're violating the Geneva Convention rules on soft torture. That's why they're violating the Nuremberg Code, because it's a heartless, soulless machine that's doing this stuff.
Something.
That's what I believe.
I will hands down, bro. I will not disagree with you. Kenny, say something positive, my friend, on the way out of this little broadcast.
Here it is, positive. Don't take all of that stuff I'm saying negatively, because in order to fix a problem, you have to recognize the problem. I love y'all, everybody. Richard was right about, we need to stay united. People need to be united right now. This is what they're trying to do, is drive little, wedges in between us, black or white, male, female, genders. I mean, everything you can possibly imagine. Sexual orientation, any way they can divide us, they're dividing us, and we can't fall for it. We have to keep our heads straight, even when we're being attacked by their AI God. We have to be able to focus on God and focus on love and focus on each other and be united. United we stand, divided we fall. I love y'all. I'm glad that Matt does this show, and I hope that somehow in the future that everybody will come back together and understand that, hey, it's Matt's show. If he doesn't want to promote other stuff on his show, he shouldn't have to. Simple. Charlie, if you're listening, just don't promote your stuff on his show. He's not asking too much. It's his show. Anyway, we'll see you.
Love you, Kenny. Take care of yourself. Take care of the family, man. We'll see you. All right. Later, brother. All right, everybody. Man, he calls himself Simple Stone. I call him Complicated Rock. I call him Complicated Rock because here's the thing, man. Kenny is definitely a hard nut to crack, but yet I still love him. I do. Richard Roller, still love that dude too. Charlene, still care about her too. I truly do. But the problem is, like I said, agendas. This show is for. It's literally, this show is for what you're looking at right there. Disclosure. This show is about whistleblowers. This show is about your guys' story of being a targeted individual. Okay? Your guys' dilemma of like, well, ghosts are moving my shit in the house. You see what I'm saying? This is about, and this show has really never been about an agenda. Truly has never been about an agenda at all. And if I've ever come across, or we've ever come across with having one, I apologize. Okay, truly, this is a tribal based show. Everybody up in here it's a community. Now, get on to what we talk about. Full disclosure. Again, cannot help but say that you've seen it in that little meme that I shared with you. The syndrome, Havana syndrome, it's real. It is a repercussion effect. It's an effect, from what I understand now, from MK Ultra, from the direct energy weapon, targeted individual mind control. Okay, this is just an offset. It is a byproduct that happens physically in the brain. Look it up again. Havana syndrome. Havana, Cuba. Havana, H-A-V-A-N. Havana, H-A-V-N-A. Cuba. Havana syndrome. Again, men and women in uniform, you guys are victims as well. Our military, all of you, please, okay, do yourself a due diligence. Research what I'm telling you. If you're listening to the broadcast and you're an ABC, I'm not your enemy. These people that's in the chat, we're not your enemy. Okay? You put on a suit, you put on a tie, and you go to work as a doctor, as a mentor. All I'm saying is be a fix of the system. Be a fix of the system. Help the people. Help humanity grow as a whole, as a unity, as a collective. Don't hinder them. Don't hinder them. Don't be mean to them. Because here's the key, and here's my last bit. If you are not helping to fix the problem, and you know that there's a problem, then you, your own self, are part of the fucking problem. It's just that simple. I love you guys. Please take care of one another as well as yourself. I will catch you here on Wednesday night. Hopefully be 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock West Coast showtime, my friends. Take care of yourselves. Peace out. Don't forget, my friends, question everything. Everything. Every single thing. And check out that guy's podcast. You don't want to miss that specific episode. I'm not kidding you. Good night, everybody. Take care of yourself. Peace out. Yeah. Let's do this. One of the fastest growing talk shows on the internet. Radio show. Welcome aboard the Matrix Minds. One of the most controversial conspiratorial shows on the internet. The Matrix Minds. And that's right. Buckle up, everybody. Let's go. Paranormal, huh? Conspiracy, huh? Ufology, hidden Egyptology, and anything and everything we can get our hands on. Let's go. Welcome aboard. The Matrix Minds. The Matrix Minds. Sure.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth. Stay in Wonderland. All I'm offering is the truth.
What is up, all my beautiful and gorgeous souls? I am Michelle Espinosa, otherwise known as the Shaman, through the Matrix Mind Media. So tell me, how many times have you wished that you had that special power of prediction? You know, to know what was going to happen before it actually happened and took place. To have some power and control over that situation before things came flying at you out of left field. The thing is, you actually can have that power. You can be aware of what's coming. Tune in to Astrology TV with me for Breaking the Cage. Every Sunday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Matrix Mind Media. And I will go through the astrology and help put you on the right course and get you back in control of your own life. Love you guys.
This CBD fluid is a whole flower fluid extracted from the cannabis flower. We don't use any heat, butane, or chemicals when we extract, so we get all of the components of the plant. All the CBD, CBG, CBA, all the terpenes, all the flavonoids. This allows our body to absorb at 60 to 90% rather than the average of 6 to 10% absorption you would get with a CBD oil. Because our bodies are made up of mostly water and this is a fluid, it's highly absorbable so that you're getting 500% more nutraceuticals per dose. We also have this available in our CBD spray as well as a muscle rub with all kinds of botanicals. You're going to absolutely love it.
Check it out, Brainiacs. MatrixMinds.live/CBD. The CBD I use. Feel free again. Feel alive again.